What's up? Just 50 JP in the house. What's up? Anyway, this is part 3A of how to wake up black man, woman, and anyone else. Okay, the subject of this is called probability zero. Okay, I watched a couple of videos about police and how they handle some things and stuff, and it was, I don't know, it was very eye-opening. Anyway, there's two problems we have right now, and well, actually three. One is that a lot of brothers are running from the police. Don't run from the police because they will panic and overreact, and their any actions that they do will be, how can I say, excused. And so don't run. If you are up to, if you try to avoid them or anything, the best thing to do is just stay home. That's about the best thing to do. Okay, this is the main points I want to talk about. First of all, when you are approached by police in uniform or undercover police officers, the first thing you do is raise your hands. Okay, and that what that's doing is that's going to make them feel a little bit secure. And then you yell out in a loud voice, "I am unarmed. Please don't shoot. Please check me." Okay, and what you're doing is you are cooperating with them. And it sounds like a weird way, but you're cooperating with them. And the way you're cooperating with them is by telling them that there is nothing on your body that will cause them to fear for any reason, and ask them to check you. If they say, "Oh, it's okay," and they don't check you, you keep saying that. Okay, don't answer any of their questions. Don't answer any of their questions. If they say, "We're going to take you to jail if you don't answer our question," then fine. Let them take you to jail, because all they're going to do is going to put you in handcuffs and they're going to check you. And then after that, if they want to ask you questions, then you answer. Or if they take you down to jail, then you answer the questions, okay? Now, the reason you do that is to reduce the probability of them having any excuses for any actions that may result in some serious consequences or anything like that that affects you. And you could do that. Another thing is about the wallets. Brothers, why are you carrying wallets around? For a reason. There's no reason. All the stuff that you have in your wallets you can keep in your pockets. Okay, all you need is just a driver's license, California ID or whatever, California ID, and a DMV ID is the best. And keep that on a necklace or a rope, or not a rope, but a strap or something around your neck, and put it in a case and just wear it out in the open. You know how like police officers, when they go into investigation, they have their badge out on a chain or something. You guys do that, and it might sound stupid. I know it sounds stupid, but what it's going to do, it's going to reduce all probabilities of any wrongdoing or any mistakes or any guessing or anything that they might need to do or they might have to do or they might want to do. It'll reduce all the probabilities down to zero. Okay, there are too many brothers who are injured because they reach for their wallet and police might mistake it for a gun. So if you have it on a strap and it's hanging around your neck, then there's nothing they can do about it. And I'm sure they're not going to just run up on you and look at it. And if they do, fine, but you keep your hands up in the air and you just ask them, you say, "I'm unarmed, please don't shoot," and you tell them to check you, and you do that, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it until they do their jobs. Because when I was coming up, if you watch the movies in the old days, like Boys in the Hood, even though they a little younger than I am, or even before that, you see that like the movies Colors and stuff. When the cops come up, the first thing to do is they secure the area. They put the brothers down into a position that is non-threatening to them, and they handcuff them. They check them. They might get knocked around a lot, but there was no excuse for them to say, hey, this person has any type of concealed object or anything like that. And when they check you, and they have you put your hands above on the what is it called, on the wall or anything, you just request that they put you in handcuffs. And what that does is that even, because like if they're checking you move or something like that, then they might, like this one, it was this one case where it happened, and it was really sad, the result, and it happened only because, the guy moved because he got touched in a sensitive spot on his body. And, police panic and stuff like that. And it wasn't a white police, it was a black police officer. And it was really sad, so when they start to frisk you, the first thing you do is you say, please, can you put the handcuffs on me, or put the little straps they have on you and stuff like that. So if you do move around, your hands are behind your back and they can't do that. And I'm not saying they won't, because, that happened to that one guy in Oakland, So, but like I said, the possibilities will be reduced. When you say, please, I'm unarmed, please don't shoot, please check me and stuff like that, say it out loud. A lot of people, witnesses will be around, and it's just for your benefit. Another thing that's going to happen is, okay, let me finish with the strap things. Okay, with the straps, you got, if you're parents, you got kids 7 years old, 8 years old, and if they're tall and they're always out in the streets, then make sure you get those straps for them and keep them around their necks, maybe tucked in their shirts or whatever, hang out or whatever, and you instruct your children what to do when police come around. You guys never ever run from them. If you're innocent and you've done nothing wrong, or if, something like that, then just, how can I say? Wait, hold on. Just instruct them never to run, okay? And tell them they should not ever be afraid of anyone, police, or it don't matter who. All fear is just not knowing what's going to happen. And then, and then once you realize what's happening, then something else is going to be fearful. And that's all it is. It's just ignorance, just not knowing what's going to happen next. And stuff like that. So please instruct your kids. Go out and get them these DMV government issued ID cards. Okay, don't rely on the school ID cards and stuff like that, because that stuff is not official and it's not, I don't know if it's submittable in court or whatever, but still, just get the real thing. Okay, now about these straps, right? If this becomes a big hit and people start doing this, then straps are going to be selling like crazy. And the best thing to do is, you brothers and sisters out there, design straps to put them on the net, or go to these stores and offer to put them for like cosign 60/40 or whatever. You can sell them in the neighborhood, door to door, or whatever. But everyone, you make money off of this, okay? Because it's just really a plus. It reduces almost down to zero all the possibilities of mistakes happening. And if something does happen after you do all that, then it's 100% in the police officer's fault and stuff like that. But then at the same time, with buying these straps and designing them and stuff like that, there is a lot of